like I said, on our y-axis, let's just change this number. Instead of making it auto, let's make it none, so that it will give us a whole number since it's count of items, right? So we've gotten that. These are our circles here. We can decide to change the color. Well, as I'm still looking at this now, let's try and put some borders around this. Let's go to, let's click on the chart and go to where we can see where is border. This is border here. We can on the border, then change the color of the border to white as well. Okay, so we are done with this chart. Even this, let me reduce it a bit so that we can put the header there. Also, this data color, you can change it as well. It must not be blue. You can change it to the color you want it to be. Come to data colors. So for example, if I want to change the default color to yellow, so I can do that. If I want to make it different color, I'll just need to show all. Then I'll start changing it one by one, which we will not want to do here. So the next step now is to just do a table that shows our product type and a number of items, then sales amount, revenues, and gross margin. So let's see. So before we do that, let me quickly label this. This is revenue and gross margin by product. I just align it to the center. The next thing I'm going to show here is a table visual. We've not used a table before. So I'm going to use this metrics table. The metrics table. On this metrics table, I'll show here, I'm going to show items sold, my values, items sold, then sales amount. Where is sales amount? Sales amount. I'm also going to show revenues. I'm going to bring revenues here. Then if I want to show what is achieved versus budget, then I can also show that. I can also show that what is achieved versus budget. Then I have to look at actual versus budget in terms of revenue. Actual revenue versus budget. So I bring it down here also. Okay. So this is it. So now I want to show this by. I want to show this by, maybe let me show this by product category. Let's see. Okay, alcoholic drinks, blah blah blah. I have all of them here. Instead of scrolling, I can actually reduce this. And for this, I can come here and rename it. So I can call this, let me say, percentage of budget. So just to make it shorter. Okay. You can actually also name it there. Okay, so let's adjust this. I want to see, okay, this also, I didn't format this properly, the sales amount and the revenue. So let me go to, let's go and just make it Naira currency. So I pick up my, now I come to my model. Because I wrote them later, then I think that is revenue and sales amount. And I come here and make it currency, currency, then Naira. Then let me check. Is there a number of decimal place here? Zero decimal places, okay? Yes. So it has formatted nicely for me. So let me just adjust this a bit, okay? Because I don't want to see that scroller. I want to see the scroller. Let me put this in a little bit. So I'm going to format this table as well. So in our usual manner, I'm going to format this table. So because it just makes everything not too, does everything does not look good anymore. So I change this for the table. I off the background first. Where's my background? Turn the background off. Then I go. You have to you have to be patient in formatting tables. Then I go to style. I change this style to none. Right. So takes all these things off. I change it to none. Then instead, I'll search for color just to change everything that has to do with color, just to change everything to white. Because table is quite different from charts. So my outline color, just make this white. Font color, same thing. So row headers, same thing. So on my values, the font color, I change it to white. The alternate color, change the alternate color to white as well. So then my totals, font color, the totals, I change it to white. So my table is gradually taking shape. My grand total as well, make it white. So my table has taken shape. Let me adjust this a bit and scroll down. Okay, great. And the next thing I can just show, okay, let me just call this, just copy this, copy my headers from here instead of bringing in a text box again. So just copy what was there before. So, oh, okay, it's copying this one. Wow. I call this revenue vs targets. So this is revenue v target. This is by product. Select everything. I can decide, I can change the font size to like maybe 16 or so, 14, so whichever fits. 14. Let me change it to 14. It's better to just make everything uniform, really. Let me make this 11, just to make everything uniform. All right. So the next thing now is to show us some advanced visualization features. So the first one we are going to look at is page navigation. Okay, page navigation. You can see when we designed this background of PowerPoint, I put some little things here. So we are going to see how we can put that to work. To do this, I will have to come in here and I will insert, come to insert, I will insert a button. So a blank button. Set a blank button. I'll format this blank button. I remove the background of the block button. Then I come to the button text, just on that. So I don't want to put, since I already have the text here, so I just leave it. So I don't put anything there. So I come here, put it here, I place it here. Okay. So what do I want this button to do for me? I want it to navigate, each time I click on it, it should navigate back to sales and revenue. Let me just adjust this to fit. Right. So the what is it called? The outline, I take the outline off. I take the outline off as well. Yeah, it's completely invisible. Okay. So after this, come down here, click on it. I come to action. I on action. What action do I want this to do for me? I want it to page navigator, do a page navigation. Then destination. Okay. This should take me, no, sorry. I'm supposed to bring this, since I'm in sales and revenue, I'm supposed to bring it this here, for instance. Okay. Let me see. Destination. Sorry, destination is it should take me to expenses. Yeah, it should take me to expenses. So I come here again, copy this, and I place it on my revenues. Place it on my revenues. Yeah. So I select the same destination to take me to expenses. So action is on to take me to expenses. Okay. So when I click on this, let me see, click on this. Oh, let me move this. Okay, let me bring this down here. When I click on this, it should take me to, click on it, it should take me to expenses, right? So the one up here, so this one here, I placed one on expenses, so I have to place one on financial simulator. So whenever I click on financial simulator, it takes me back to financial simulator. So I have to bring, let me come back here again. So, so this one here should take me to expenses. Why this one here, the action should take me to financial simulator, right? So when I click on this, it takes me to financial simulator. So, but I have to click back to get to where I'm coming from. So now we've set this on, we've set the page navigation on the sales and revenue part. So let's go to expenses and also set the page navigation there too. we can copy this one, and copy this blank button that is here. Come to expenses. So and just paste it there. Okay. So I place it here on sales and revenue. So there's already an action there. What should this one take me to? Anytime I click on this, it should take me to sales and revenue. Right. So the same thing. Paste another one down here. So anytime I click on this here, it should take me to anytime I click on this, it should take me to financial simulation. Okay. Financial simulation. Why this one's destination is sales and revenue. Okay. The next part is to come to our financial simulator. We also bring this, we also bring the button in here. This time we put it on expenses and on sales revenue. Right. So come here. Action. This page navigation should take me to sales and revenue. While this other one here take me to expenses. So our page navigation is done. Let's see how it works. So when I'm here, I can click on sale if I do control click. So on Power BI desktop, it's control click, but if it's on the service, you can just click. When I click there from simulator, it brings me to sales and revenue. So if I want to navigate to expenses, I just have to click here. It takes me to expenses, right? Then when I'm on expenses, if I want to go back to sales and revenue, I just control click here. It takes me back to sales and revenue. What if I want to go to financial simulator? Just come here, control click. It takes me to financial simulator. So that is how page navigation works. So let's just look at one other advanced feature. Let's look at drill through. Drill through. So the drill through I want to create, I want to be able to drill through this table, then to give me this same breakdown, but this time by not by products, but by products category and the staffs that sold that particular product. So to make things easier, let me just take this same table. Let me copy this same table. Uh, so this particular one, I can just put a dark background. So page, can say page background. Let me just put a dark color. Just put a dark color. Yeah. I reduce transparency to 0. So on my wallpaper, I can also, let me see my wallpaper. The color, let me just make it slightly darker. So not too dark. I reduce, okay, the transparency is already in 0. So let me bring it back to 0. Okay. So here now, I just paste this table that I had copied from. So and expand it. So now I'll take off my product category. So what I want to see here is I want to see my product name. So a further drill down. I want to see it by the sales staff. Say my sales staff is so my salesperson. I think I have a dimension for sales staff, dim staff. Okay, I have that dimension here. So dim staff is a dimension. So I can see and put the supervisor first, just arrange it in order of hierarchy. Then the salesperson, then by the product that they've sold. Let me just leave it here. So if I drill down like this, you can see it. I see it showing me the salesperson and okay, is it the product name? Okay, item sold. And if I click on Abosede, for example, I see all the items that Abosede has sold. So let's just do the drill through. Okay. So to make do this, make this a drill through feature, all you just have to do is to come to this particular table, sorry, out here, and say add, you see this place, add drill through fields. So we want to enable drill through by product, that's product name. So we just put it there. Yeah, let's put the product name here. Then you see that it has generated one back sign here automatically. So for this back sign, we can just decide to remove the background. So this icon color, I think we can change this, change this color to white so that we can be able to see it properly. So for this, we can still put more fields if you like. So for this, I can come to my sales and revenue. So I can say, okay, alcoholic drink. I right click on alcoholic drinks. So sorry. Oh, so I haven't put it on. Sorry. I have to put it on. So it has to be cost report. Cost report. And this is by, oh, sorry. I did product one, but not this product. You can see, aha, this is even good. You can see that when we, since I didn't use this, I use product, since I didn't use this product, when I right clicked, I didn't see anything like a drill through here. But when I come back here and see my product list, is it product category or product name? So let me see, product category, let me see what's there. Okay, alcoholic drinks here. They're nice. So when I come back here, so I can see, let me right click now, I'll see that drill through feature. So you can see this was not here before. It drills to page one. So I just go. So I see everything related to alcoholic drinks alone. I can rename this page. So I'll just say, just call it further breakdown. Depend on what you want to call it. Depends on you. Breakdown. So this is how drill through works. If I come to, if I want to be able to drill through by month, yeah, I can also do that. All I need to do is to come back to my further breakdown. Let me even hide this so that when we publish, you won't be able to see this. But let me even come here and say, okay, hide page. So I want to be able to see a drill through by month. I come to my, where's my calendar table? That is here. I bring my month. This. So I bring my month. I put the month here. So, okay. Now I go back to my sales and revenue. So on this month, I can right click. Oh, so okay, it's not. Oh, okay. This is, I grouped this. So I have to ungroup it somehow. But I will advise that instead of using drill through for months, it's better to, you can see that it's coming up. It's because I grouped it. That is why I grouped this particular one. This one is not grouped. So when I, let me say I highlight one month, for instance. So you can see right click to drill through. Just shows you that that feature is there. So I right click. So I say drill through. So further breakdown. It's also show that this shows me that particular month. What happened that particular month. So that is another. Then I can go back. So really nice. So another thing again is tooltip. Tooltip is another advanced feature. Maybe we'll leave that for tomorrow. We'll look at that tomorrow. So before we go, let's just quickly look at slicers, how slicers can help us. So we can say, let's slice this data by supervisor, for instance. So this is a this we call this is a slicer here. So we click on this slicer visual. So slicer visual. Then we bring, let's say we want to see by supervisor, how the supervisor is performing. So bring the supervisor right here. So we have this will generate all the names of the supervisor here. Okay. So it's showing this in, let's make it a drop down, showing this in lists. So make it a drop down. So our normal formatting, we take off the background, then our slicer items. So the items, the font color, we make it white. Then our background. So if we click on it, what we show. So this is white. Then we change it. So we change it to just, if you can, let me go back and pick the hex for this particular background. This is a color hex. So let me pick it so that that slicer will look just exactly like the background. So custom color. Here. So if I come down, so it looks exactly like the overall background. So I can also go to my slicer header. This is just a basic slicer. Slicer headers. So I make it white so that we can see what this slicer is talking about. So this is sales. This is salesperson. No, let me put supervisor there. Don't want salesperson. Supervisor. Supervisor. We can do another chart, another slicer. Just copy and paste for salesperson. Yeah. So take off supervisor, bring in salesperson. Salesperson. So you can actually take this report, click on one particular supervisor, and you can see the performance of the supervisor. So you can see that performance month on month, achievement against target, sales for each product. And when you come here and drill through, you are just seeing what will be visible to you is just that supervisor's performance. Right click, for example, for disinfectants and drill through. Just see only this particular supervisor's performance. You can see it, Abayomi. Only Abayomi's performance, Abayomi's team's performance. Wait, let's click and go back again. So I think that is where we have to stop for today. We've seen some advanced features of visualizations, and we've also done we did a little DAX. We imported custom visual. We did page navigation. So we did page navigation. What did we do again? We did drill through. Then tomorrow we are going to concentrate on our financial simulator. We're going to work on the financial simulator, create all the measures relating to the simulation of the financials. Then we just do what if analysis. Oh, thank you for joining today. So if you learned something today, can you type 1 on the chat box? Okay. 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 Thank you. Thank you all for coming. So for tomorrow, for everyone that attends tomorrow, so those are the people I'm going to share all the resources with. I'm going to share all the resources with everybody that attends tomorrow. So if you know anyone that have been attending before, you can just call the person to attend. I'm just going to take our names from the people that attend the class tomorrow and just share the resources with them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for making out time to come today. So just communicate to anybody you know that have been attending that. Make sure you attend tomorrow. Tomorrow is very key. We are going to build the financial simulator tomorrow, and we are going to share the resources, all the resource that we've used with the people available in the class. In fact, I'm going to share it during the meeting so that you can just download, right? So have a good night and take care.